We're gathered here today to witness two best friends take their final step into their relationship, into marriage. Now, this doesn't mean the last check mark off your to-do list or an additional Excel spreadsheet tab to be added. It's the beginning of a new chapter, a new firsts and new adventures. For all of you who don't know the history of these two beautiful humans, they worked alongside each other for many years before they truly met each other at the company's softball team. It's unlikely it was Tiffany's softball skills that caught Charles's eyes, but time warming the bench together in between plays had sparks flying off the bat. Like an old fairy tale, they got lost in many activities they shared interest in, such as their love for the classic show Friends, working out together, the disbelief of Charles not understanding how one girl could eat more than him, making each other laugh at every waking moment together, and of course, the not-so-secret love of cats. These two lovebirds have been engaged, according to Tiff, 23 months, 4 days, and 20 hours, which in Charles's eyes is also known as 704 days, or 16,916 hours. Mr. Cutesy here proposed the love of his life at his 30th surprise birthday party that was being planned by Tiffany for months. When Tiffany thought she had pulled off the surprise of the decade, Charles pulls one extra trick to have the switch of a lifetime and proposed to Tiffany, a match made in heaven. At this time, I would like to call up on Justin Sterling, Tiffany's older brother, to give a reading.
You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you've been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all those sentences that began with, when we're married, and continue with, I will, and you will, and we will. Those late night walks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised, and hopes and dreams, well, I meant it, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, dancing partner, and even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these last few years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across a threshold of life, and things will never quite be the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, and this is my wife.
At this time, I'd like to call up on Mike Marchessault, one of Charles's oldest friends, to also share a reading.
When he looked into her eyes, he learned the most important part of the language that all the world spoke. The language that everyone on earth was capable of understanding in their heart. It was love. Something older than humanity, more ancient than the desert. What the boy felt at that moment was that he was in the presence of the only woman in his life, and that, with no need for words, she recognized the same thing. Because when you know the language, it's easier to understand that someone in the world awaits you, whether it's in the middle of the desert or in some great city. And when two such people encounter each other, the past and the future become unimportant. There is only that moment, and the incredible certainty that everything under the sun has been written by one hand only. It is the hand that evokes love and creates a twin soul for every person in the world. Without such love, one's dreams would have no meaning.
Thank you, Mike. Friends and family, we are here today not to witness the beginning of what will be, but rather the continuation of what already is. We celebrate with Tiffany and Charles this day of their marriage. Will all of you, as friends and family, do everything in your power to uphold, support, and encourage Tiffany and Charles in their marriage?
We will.
Perfect. Tiffany, do you take Charles as your friend, your love, beside you and apart from you, in laughter and in tears, in comfort and tranquility? Do you promise to be his companion for life, to sharing your journey openly with him, to speak honestly with him and lovingly to him, to accept him unconditionally as he is and delight in who he is becoming? Do you promise to share your French fries and watch the Masters every April? Do you promise to respect his uniqueness, honor your differences, love what you know and trust what you don't, and compassionately support him through all the changes through your lives? Charles, do you take Tiffany as your friend, your love, beside you and apart from you, in laughter and in tears, in comfort and tranquility? Do you promise to take her for a companion for life, to share your journey openly with her, to speak honestly and lovingly to her, to accept her unconditionally as she is, and delight in who she's becoming? Do you promise to keep up with the Kardashians and support her food cravings? Do you promise to respect her uniqueness and honor your differences, love what you know and trust what you don't, and compassionately support her through all the changes you go through in the rest of your lives?
I do.
Perfect. Now we're going to share our vows. Please repeat after me. I, Charles,
I, Charles,
take you, Tiffany Abigail,
take you, Tiffany Abigail, to be my friend, my faithful partner, and my one true love. I promise to encourage you and inspire you, and to love you truly in good times and in bad. I will forever be there to laugh with you, to lift you up when you are down, and to love you unconditionally through all our adventures in life together.
I, Tiffany Abigail, take you, Charles Andrew, to be my best friend, my faithful partner and one true love. I promise to encourage you and inspire you, to love you truly in good times and bad. I will forever be there to laugh with you, to lift you up when you are down, and to love you unconditionally through all our adventures in life together.
At this point, I'd like to call Charlie up with the rings. These rings mark the beginning of a long journey filled with wonder, surprises, laughter, tears, celebration, grace, and joy. May these rings glow in reflection of the warmth and love which flow through you today. Charles, do you give this ring to Tiffany today as a symbol of your love for her?
I do.
Tiffany, do you receive this ring today as a symbol of Charles's love for you?
I do.
Tiffany, do you give this ring to Charles today as a symbol of your love for him? Charles, do you receive this ring today as a symbol of Tiffany's love for you?
I do.
At this time, we're going to take a moment and sign the marriage license. John Lennon once said, "A dream you dream alone is just a dream, but a dream you dream together, that is reality." It is my true honor to now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride. Friends and family,
Con los terroristas. Con los terroristas. El
Okay, now friends and family, it is my great honor to present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Charles and Tiffany Crompton.